Ooh, it's Mrs. Weeks.
Hey, Mrs. Poole.
Oh, maybe it's the other way around.
You confused me a lot. That was by surprise. Oh my gosh. That Mrs. Poole, she's always up to no good.
Little tricky.
All right, look at this. We have factors and multiples today. So we're going to talk a little bit about what the difference is between the two so that you can identify them, and then we'll have a little work at the end for you. But we're going to make this easy peasy and very quick, I hope. So, all right, so factors. What do you think you'd like to tell them about factors? They should know factors.
They should know factors.
If you've heard it since third grade, maybe even second, at the end of second, when you start talking a little bit about multiplication, factors are something you should have heard again and again and again. So,
because those are the numbers that you multiply together to get the product. Oh, and we have a movement.
We have movement. We have movement.
movement.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw something out here to you. So, all right. So, this, of course, we know is our
product.
So these are the little chickies then that we're looking at as
factors.
Exactly.
Factors. Those are our factors.
And that's what we're going to talk about. So if you were given this number, these two numbers would be factors to 30. And that's what we need to talk about. They're the numbers that multiply together to make another number. So I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm just going to erase. La, la, la.
Like magic, it disappears.
Yes, exactly. Not really, but okay. So, all right. Well, I can't fix my factors and multiples. I don't know what happened there. It just sort of sunk into the line, but okay, anyway. So we're going to show you the factors then for 18 is what we thought we would focus on, is 18. So, and there's a lot of different ways to do this. Some people do it in like a T-chart kind of way, so they would do it like this. I tend to do it more in a list thing so that I start with the two that you should know. So, like 1 times 18. That's the one I always start with. 1 times whatever, because every single number is going to have that. So, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, I start with 1, and then I go all the way down to the end. I'm going to put 18 down here. And the reason is because then I start working toward the middle. So, I go to the next number, which would be 2, and then 3. And eventually, you're going to run out of numbers.
Because they're going to start repeating themselves.
Exactly. And at that point, you know you're done. And you have all the factors. So, okay. So, I guess maybe let's go to 2. Is there 2 times anything that equals 18?
2 groups of 9.
That's
so
right.
2 times
so
9.
2. And I'm going to put 9 down here. Okay. Well, we're at 3. Does 3 times anything equal?
Let me see.
18.
3 times, I'm pulling it out of my head. Times 6?
Oh, yes. Good job. Okay. Now, this is what I'm talking about. That we have 4 and 5 left between these two. And 4 times
5 is not 18.
That's right. And so we know that we have all the factors then for 18. So factors are smaller. We only have a few factors for every single number. In this case, the factors for 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So that's all the factors we have for 18. Now,
to make the product of 18.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. So now the tricky thing is, obviously, multiples are totally different.
They are.
Okay, and if I do the multiples of 18, this is going to look a little bit different because multiples are basically skip counting.
It's skip counting, or it's groups of 18.
Over and over and over and over. Okay, so that's how multiples and factors are different. Factors, you're only going to have those that multiply together to make that product of 18 or whatever your product is. And then in this case, though, any number can skip count itself over and over and over again, and you could just keep going forever.
Ever and ever. So really, if you look at it too, factors, you're going to end with 18.
Right.
And multiple, in this case, you're going to start with 18.
And we're going to keep on going. So 18, and I'm just going to do some of these guys, because obviously it could go on and on and on. But we would go 18.
Oh, let's make Mrs. Weeks stay here and do it
No,
for infinity.
that
The multiples
so
of 18.
Funny. That is 72, 90. Okay, and then you get the idea. This would just keep on going. So if I ask you in class the difference between a factor and a multiple, you should be able to explain to me that a factor are only those numbers that multiply together to make
the product.
And that will only have a certain number.
Yes.
But multiples are going to just keep going and going and going. right? Okay. All right. So for at home tonight, this is what I want you to do. We're going to give you a number then. Okay, let's have them. How about 9? So I want you to do the factors of 9 and the multiples of 9. Now, I really
should we have them go on forever and ever and ever?
No, we probably shouldn't. How about the first seven multiples of 9? Okay, so start with 9 and then go 7 times for those multiples, and that should be good, right?
I think so.
Okay. Hey, you guys are awesome. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.